delayed move here. He would have been better off getting these Phoenixes much, much earlier. They would have been able to constantly harass and catch Ice a little bit out of position as he moved his Queens back. But right now, looking like these Zerglings just going to try and snipe this Nexus. Going to work on the Nexus. Will probably be able to force at least a cancel here. And looking like it's all the way down, and it does get denied there. So, bit of a bad loss there for Renson, as his expansion is now way, way behind and really delayed. And these Stalkers being picked off by these Zerglings, which Ice is basically sacrificing. So Ice is in a really good position. He's got 4 Queens at his expansion. Finally teching up his hatchery here. So looking like Ice is in still a really, really solid position. I don't feel that Renson has done anywhere near enough damage to put Ice behind.
Yeah, he's building his robotics facility now. It is almost complete, so he's really trying to get one of each unit. He might spread himself too thin in the end. He's got 4 warp gates, all this stuff. He doesn't even have his expansion up, so he's trying to get one of everything. I'm curious to see what he's actually going to build from this. No observer being built yet or anything from this robotics facility quite yet, as he tries to get his expansion up as the sort of probes are now moving out. But really, it's just Ice is doing all the right moves as these Phoenixes now going around the backside of the base, seeing what it can pick up.
Constantly testing with his Zerglings, just seeing if there's any weaknesses, trying to deny that expansion for as long as possible, forcing Renson to actually expand to his pocket now. He's going to be able to pick up this Queen, might be able to take it out with the 2 Phoenixes doing some damage there. Good timing by ISO, getting his Hydra down, immediately getting that research going, pulling these Queens back. 1 Queen survives, looking like, oh, nice transfusion save there by Ice. Just going to really negate those Phoenixes. They effectively haven't done anything except made a Queen airborne for a little while and delayed a lava inject. So right now Ice is in pretty good shape. These Phoenixes trying to harass, but Ice is just so established. He's got the Hydra Den out, got the range going on, bunch of Hydras coming in that he can defend with. So he's going to have a pretty nice Hydra Roach Lingwall very shortly, whereas Renson is falling further and further behind, finally mixing a few more sentries into this mix, which are going to be crucial with the amount of Zerglings he's having to deal with. He can force field into the nice pockets here and force these Zerglings out of position, but right now I just feel that Ice really has the advantage, although he's got to be careful with these Hydras. Once they're off creep, they're so slow and become so lazy, but he's looking like he's going to push forward with these Spine Crawlers, which is really nice, because usually you'll find a proxy pylon from Protoss in this vicinity of the map, trying to reinforce that attack. Not sure why Renson didn't go for that, but now Ice can just comfortably shift further and further and continue his map control.
Yeah, now this Protoss ball is moving out and deciding it is time that it needs to do something here, and now just probing forward there, but not really quite doing anything. He decides to move back maybe because he did see all those Spine Crawlers in the middle of the map. It's just really Ice actually doing the right thing, getting his gold expansion rocks taken out now, so he's going to expand again in a couple seconds. As these Phoenixes just rolling around the map, he did lose 1 to those Hydras. But really, it's just this Hydra ball now about to attack this Protoss army any second now. You'd have to imagine the creep slowly being moved forward with these double creep tumors. So soon those the creep will actually be in the Protoss
Yeah,
base.
this is not actually a waste either. Like the double creep tumor, when they're next to each other, will actually spawn creep faster. And looking like this Phoenix is finally going to do a little bit of harassment, going to catch this thing. Looking like he might be caught out of position though. Double wave attack from these Zerglings. Force field's coming off a little bit too late. Hydra's getting in position to try and snipe the Colossi. That Colossi really needs to move back and drag the Hydras with him. Finally, Renson reacts, trying to keep the Colossi around, but there's just so many Zerg units right now. Finally, he switched away from the Colossi, but the Colossi goes down. More Stalkers warping in, but Ice just has sheer too many units going on right now. Pushing forward with these Hydras and these Roaches. This expansion which Renson has built so many times cancelled again. And he does have the pocket expansion, but I don't think he can hold his ramp here. That is a lot of Roaches and Hydras, and the Roaches are going to soak up all this Stalker damage while the Hydras just go to work. Another Colossi coming out. No Thermal Lance on it though, so it's not going to be that effective. I think he's in terrible shape, trying to probe in with these Stalkers, with these Phoenixes, but he's not doing too much damage. One Colossi desperately trying to micro, but finally goes down. Gets us around on the new units, but Renson is going to lose this game. And this is double elimination though. We're focusing on the top brackets quite a lot, so if this is a best of 3, so if Renson loses the next game, he will fall down to the bottom brackets, although if he comes back 2 games and beats Ice, Ice will fall into the bottom brackets because it's double elimination and you have to lose twice.
Awesome play by Ice. Awesome play. Game 2.